Hey everyone, this is Jesse again. Wanted to do a video on the backyard goldfish pond. So this is a probably 500 gallon-ish pond that I just made from 2x6s, a pond liner, and just screwed everything together. I originally had it pretty high, it was probably like 1,000 gallons, but the sides were bulging out. I probably would have done 4x4s instead of 2x6s, and like put in really heavy duty screws and all that stuff. So if you can, overbuild it as opposed to underbuild it. But you can see that I have goldfish in here and some koi. These goldfish were feeder goldfish, and this is just a really simple way to grow goldfish in your backyard. I'm in Texas, it's super hot. They seem just fine. If you're in colder places, I've had goldfish that have frozen solid and they still survive. So they're pretty hardy fish, and they're like 15 cents per goldfish. They grow pretty quick. They'll probably get a couple inches. I don't know what the maximum size is, but in any event, they're pretty big. So the only thing that I do with this pond, I'll feed them every once in a while. I do have a lot of plants that are growing in the system. So I have, let's see here, 2 pond pumps. One pump will flood this propagation bed. And so it pumps in there and it will drain down there, giving time for plants to absorb any nutrients or anything like that. This was my mint kind of filter bed. I need to rehook it up to the pond pump, but same thing. And then I have sweet potato growing in a floating pond thing in the middle of it. And on this side I have another propagation bed with much more advanced plants, so it's definitely absorbing a lot of nutrients from the system, which keeps the water pretty clean, because you can see the fish really well. I will feed them these pellets. I think they're kind of like the standard fish pellets, and they seem to like them pretty good. I have little minnows in there. They're just from a local pond, so they're pretty small. I'm surprised they haven't been eaten by the koi. Maybe the koi don't really eat other fish. And then for extra mosquito protection, mosquito larvae should be eaten pretty well with these guys, but you can see right there that donut shaped thing. That's just a BT dunk, and you can just get those from Amazon or Home Depot or anything, and those will just float in the water for about a month, maybe longer. And there's a bacteria that will affect the mosquito larva. It doesn't hurt the fish or anything, so it's a natural way of ensuring that you're not just breeding tons of mosquitoes in this type of system, because we do have a mosquito problem down here. That's a goldfish. So he's probably 3 inches already. And I put in those koi. I have 2 koi in there. You can see that silver one and that gold one. They're always swimming around pretty fast. I do have an overflow, so sometimes we get a lot of water, and I don't want this thing to blow out. But you can see I just have an overflow right there, and I wanted to lower the water even further, just because there's probably a lot of pressure against these walls. So there's 2 overflows. Everything is controlled in this box. I have air and timers and whatnot. So I have mechanical timers that run the pond pumps, so they turn on during the day, 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off, and 2 separate pond pumps. I might add a third depending on what I feel like. Just gives some redundancy, adds oxygen to the water, filters things, just keeps a healthy environment for the fish in there. You can see that it's running currently, so it'll flood from one side over here somewhere, and then drain over there, so it'll have to move through the system that way, allowing the plants to absorb water. This plant right here is King Kong. It's a water water spinach plant, and it always grows super well down here. You can stir fry it and whatnot, but I'm sure it's just overtaking his bed at this point. In the fall, I've been taking out plants and plants. I'll have to completely clear out the bed. I'll just wash things, clean it up a little bit. But I do put all the media in these pond plant baskets. So these are clay pebbles. So every once in a while I'll take out the basket itself. I will wash out any material or whatnot and then just reload it back into the system. Just get some excess fertilizer, nutrients out. You can put them in the garden beds down there. And we probably have too many fire ants that are coming to the system, but it is fire ant season. So that's kind of an overview. Overall, pretty simple. You could use a stock tank. I've done that before. I'd probably go with a metal stock tank at this point just because it's more durable. And then you can put boards, probably use some kind of like cement blocks or something along the sides, and then put boards across on the cement blocks over your stock tank. And then you could do a bed like this, either full of plants, propagating, just to allow the system to be balanced. With that, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.